the camera zooms out, goes up into the sky, and zooms back in onto Daw as he's just made it to the top of the glacier.
Climbing up a 50-foot cliff, the fools.
Daw,
Walking along.
where are you going? Are you looking ahead to see if there's anything, or are you looking to climb down to that hole?
He would have planned to rejoin the group in a safer meeting as possible.
Okay.
That's where they went.
Give me an intelligence check, please.
Oh, what's your intelligence? A 6? Nice.
Sounds about right.
9.
Oh, would you like to burn any luck?
Sure. We'll burn 1 to make it 10.
As you do so, in the distance, you do see a crack in the ice. It looks large, and you would see this kind of green hint of green vapor kind of blowing up from it from the top.
Smell it.
So you go move closer.
Oh yeah.
Okay, as you do, a beast leaps from behind a rock. It is what you know as a saber-toothed bear. Let's go ahead and roll the initiative really quick. Okay, so it's going to go first. It goes up to you and roars and attempts to bite you. Well, he misses. Dawson, it's Daw's turn.
He's just gonna have his hands in his pocket, look up at it, look down, look at the vapor, look up at it, and run.
I'm gonna say that you get to the vapor, and it looks to be down a long chute. It looks almost like it's a bit of a slide. It looks like you could slowly lower yourself carefully to get down, but that would risk you getting caught by this giant bear.
He's me like,
or would you rather
draw the most, sir, and just whoop
and slide? Okay, so this is a 150-foot slide down.
Mm-hmm.
It's at a 45-degree angle.
Correct. It's like one of the rides at a water park or something.
Sure is.
But what's at the end?
I'm gonna need a luck save, please.
A luck? Oh boy.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
It's over like 40.
This is bullshit.
You get to. Do you see? This is what you see as you're coming down. You see a few things. You see this like bright. It looks like this. It looks weird. There's these weird like fur, like stone fur, like L-shaped things. There's this. You see a moment of like this furry, like white creature look back at you, and then you just feel the floor just.
Their tears are filling up their glasses.
And then darkness.
No
And then darkness.
No expression.
Then scrambled eggs.
Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No
Minced meat.
tomorrow. No tomorrow.
There's only one dog remain dying.
Well, I guess that made it a little easier, huh? Going back to the rest of the part. You guys find this. You get to the end of this tube, and you see this grating that seems it's out of this weird iron stone. It seems kind of weird. It's the geometry that you would only find in nature almost. So like if you've ever broken apart a rock and you see that like perfect geometric like shapes, like these perfect squares, and it's like this iron that's woven on this like really weird face, and it's kind of bent open a bit, and this steam is coming through it at you as the group gets there.
This is on the floor or the
This is
ceiling? or-
it's right. It's pretty much this large tube, and it has this like pretty much what it is it's like a vent. It's like a
Okay.
vent
So
that
it's
you
like
find.
it's like the
It's up against
barrier
so it's
in
like,
the tool.
yeah, it would be like if you're in a large tube and you see in like the movies the fan, right? That's right there. It's this grating that's up against the edge, and it's bent forward a bit.
I think Sprinkle's just gonna move forward and like wedge her spear into that and like make that opening like a little bit bigger if she can. That
Okay,
we might be able to crawl in there.
It's you're finding it hard to do it by yourself.
Oh, Primo and Luigi will help her. Sure.
Okay, with that many people, at least 2 people, as soon as you just see it here bend, and you're able to push forward, and it looks like the floor isn't too far down.
Down? Oh, okay.
We
Can
still
hear
see the
anything?
light.
The light from this center, the light seems to be kind of. This is like an ambient light from where you are. There are weird like boxes here and there, but it seems to be pretty kind of distant light. It seems like there's a center. It's coming from more of the center of the room. As you look, there are just boxes here and there of weird metal shapes, kind of weird flashing lights on these boxes, kind of moving up and down, left and right. But it's really it's something that you've never seen before.
Nib is kind of go over to like one of the closest lighting boxes and kind of like poke at the light, see if it bites.
Okay. As you begin to poke at the light actually depresses, and he goes, "Give me a luck check, please."
Okay.
As you do that, the light and all these little flickering things just, and everything seems to power down. There's no more humming coming from any of these lights.
Oh,
So there's no light anymore?
No, there is still a glowing light towards the center of this room, but everything else seems to be empty.
well, yeah, I think I killed it. The lights have left their eyes, lots of eyes. It looks like there's another one over there, though. I'm gonna look at the button that I pressed to see if there's anything like.
Are you pushing it again?
No, just like seeing if there was like anything like on it or like anything that distinguished it from the others. Like why I might have like.
There's some weird ruins that seems very. I don't know. Very weird. It's a language that you don't understand on it.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to like remember whatever that rune is, because maybe that kills the other ones too. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to remember that one for later.
Okay, sounds good. What is the rest of the group doing?
Listening.
As
There's
you
no more
listen-
hum.
Right. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check for whatever character is listening.
We'll go with Primo.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 plus 1, 6.
Okay, so there is no longer much, though that light that still appears to be on still seems to draw you towards the center of the room.
Primo looks at the rest of the party and is like, someone needs to scout that light.
Sprinkle volunteer to go and take a closer look at it.
As you move closer, and we're going to say it's in the center here, you see 2 things that really stand out. You see this center console and a tube. It's a large pillar made of stone almost, though it seems clear, and it's standing behind you, and it goes all the way up into the ceiling. There is it looks to have a passageway on the center of it. It looks almost to be a doorway, though it is slightly ajar, meaning that it seems that there is a small gap in between that doorway.
I'll go over there and use the spear to see if it could maybe open the door wider, and then take a look past it.
You have the same sensation as last time as you went to try to open it. It feels like you need a little bit more help.
Primo will send Luigi to help Sprinkle.
As you do it, a few nudges, and it just you hear this like depression of air, and as soon as that doorway opens up all the way, you see these lights just glow and just light up, and it begins to, from the bottom up, these lights just they all start to glow and move up, and you could see from in there that it actually goes past the ceiling up.
Is it Nib?
And a hum. There's this hum coming from it. This low hum, kind of coming from that.
Nib
Magic?
was Nib the one that pressed the button earlier?
Yeah.
Sprinkle will just say, Nib, we need your powers of dispellation. I don't know if that's a word. But come over here. The demons are coming.
Okay. And he's gonna run over and see if he can find a button with the same symbol.
You could go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
That is a 13.
You don't necessarily see that, though that hum continues to grow from the inside. It's just a zzz.
All right, he's gonna look on the inside now, see if there's a button on the inside.
As you step forward and your whole body is inside, you feel yourself almost as if there is this platform below you. Begin to stop, just jolt forward for a second and begin to rise slowly, about 5 feet per second. As everyone else sees, and it seems the sensation that you're floating up.
Sprinkles, what's happening?
You learned a spell! Levitation spell!
I don't know how I'm doing it. he looks panicked. He's gonna see if he...
Come back here!
You're right. As you're moving, and you're trying hard to go back down, but it just keeps on going all the way up. It's continuing to rise and rise. And you find yourself up here, and I'm going to just point there for a second. It's a vegetation. It's full of vegetation up there.
Okay.
Looks almost like a greenhouse of sorts. The space beyond this mysterious magical tube is filled with a variety of plants. Leafy fronds and tendrils spill over the sides of low-walled beds situated about the room. The air is warm and humid and carries a fragrance of multitude of odd, colorful blossoms. At the far end of this 50-foot wide angular room, a doorway sits on the opposite wall.
Huh.
And you are up here, and you could hear kind of the yells echoing through the tube below you.
He's gonna kind of...
As you get to the top, it stops. Like you feel no longer like you're going further up.
He's going to run out of the tube.
Okay.
And he's gonna look down. He's like, "There's a bunch of plants up here. Should I step on the tube again? Do you think it'll bring me down?"
Well, if there's a bunch of plants up there, it sounds a lot nicer than it is down here. It sounds more natural.
It's pretty nice.
Why don't we? Maybe we should all go up there.
It's a room. I just stepped inside the tube and then I went. Phew.
You didn't do anything?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna click a button, but I kind of just went up.
Sprinkle, you want to go next?
Yep. She's gonna step into the tube.
Nothing happens.
You don't have the magic.
Maybe did you like pray at all? Did you say a little prayer?
No, I didn't pray.
Primo takes out 2 holy symbols. How about these 2?
Let me try the mustache hair one. Kiss it. Mr. Whiskers, if you're up there, please give me some of your guidance and your power. I want to see the plant I want to see the plants. It'll remind me of when I used to go out and gather food with my brother. And please,
Give me a luck check with that one.
her luck score is now 4, so this will be rough. But I have low rolls. Oh no, I roll a 5. I didn't quite hit it.
Ah! Would you like to burn one luck to get down to a?
No,
I don't know.
I don't got no any luck to spare.
You're and you feel a second, like almost as the sound of Mr. Whisker's voice, but it just kind of fades into the distance, almost like just like the light hum.
Well, maybe how far up is it?
It is about 50 feet up.
Well, Mr. Whiskers did it with that glacier. She's gonna pull out her 2 daggers, and she's gonna start trying to do that kind of thing up the tube.
And while you're doing that, Jenna, your character, has she stepped out? Has she stepped back in the tube or no?
No, he's been hanging out on the outside.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so he's hanging out on the outside. Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. All right. Sure. Okay, give me agility check. DC 10.
All right, first good roll of the night. I got a 19.
All right. You're able to go ahead and move up there. You're able to eventually, and as you get to the top right below it, you're able just to move through. As soon as you stand up, like as soon as your feet move above, like that is parallel with the floor of that room that the room that Jenna's character is in, you just feel your feet kind of for a second feel like it's stepping on something, and then it starts going down.
He's
Almost like
he's gonna hold his hand out to like help pull her in.
Was it like standing on like an invisible floor once I get up there?
Yes. As soon
I
as
felt
you
it
go through
too. I think the spirit, Mr. Whiskers, is with me. I felt
and
it.
it feels like, and you feel like it going further down as you're standing there. Do you get off or do you stand back on it?
No,
and
I'm
start heading back down?
gonna take
Okay.
Nib's hand and.
All right, it goes, and after a few moments, everyone else that's standing within it, and we're gonna say everyone else is in it. At that point, a few moments, you're up there, and the rest of the group all of a sudden feels this invisible floor begin to rise above, and this zzz, and the rest of the party begins to float up to the second floor. All right, everyone has moved along and is in this second section here. Like I said before, there is a door a little bit on the side here.
What would plant look like? Like, do they look like they have fruits or buds, or is just trees?
There are a multiple of different kinds of fruits. There are fruits. There are nuts. There's berries on some.
Oh, it's
Some
food.
look like tendrils.
It's actually food.
Sure. Would you like to?
Well, Luigi's a gatherer, so just go and you know, I think he naturally would try to gather food.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and give me as Luigi goes to grab one. It looks like to be some type of berry. Give me an intelligence check to see if maybe he's able to figure out what that is.
Net one.
Not one. Looks pretty tasty. Maybe? Yeah, pretty tasty.
Luigi would absolutely eat it. Is a gatherer.
Okay. As you go to munch that, give me a fortitude save, please.
9.
Oh, okay. You immediately begin to have strong stomach pain. And yes. And Luigi takes 8 points of
Luigi is explodes.
Oh my god.
They're Tears are filling up their
Primo is like, don't eat that stuff, no matter what. Don't eat
no
it.
expression.
I don't think we had a death reaction thing for this type of situation. I should have had that like
No
diarrhea
tomorrow,
medication song.
no tomorrow.
What would you like to do? Have you guys hungry, or what? What are you thinking?
No,
Thanks.
I lost my appetite.
We're not eating this stuff. No way.
I saw a door on the other side. I
Mhm.
don't trust these fruits now. Or
That's
these
fine.
berries.
You want to scout? You want to scout ahead, Nib?
You know, Primo, I feel like maybe you should give it a try.
Yeah, it's your turn. You don't have a gang anymore, bud.
I have you.
You do. And we say you go. Nib is a total coward. He's gonna be like, nope.
Okay, Primo will take out both spears, one in each hand, and with the
Okay.
meanest facial expression he can conjure to scare the demons, it will slowly go towards the door.
And nothing reaches out and grabs you. You've made it to the door. Congratulations. Though the door at the moment is closed.
Primo will get the butt of one of the spears and
Tap the door. Unfortunately, nothing happens. Though there seems to be next to the door. It's very shiny, and this door seems to be some type of metal or plaster or something that you really haven't come in contact with before. But your eye kind of darts over to what appears to be this like metal square with a red square in the center of it. It looked to be like a control panel.
I will tap it gently once with the butt of one of the spears.
As you hear it quickly, and the door just opens up, slides into itself, and through that doorway, you come across a slippery area here. The floor is a 30-foot square chamber, and it shines under the bizarre glowing panels overhead. Patches of ice and puddles of slush cover the entire floor. 4 short hallways exit the room, each at the cardinal compass point. The ice is prevalent near the north corridor, while the slushy puddles are concentrated towards the southern hallway. The southwest corner of this room is slightly rounded and contains a door set into the wall. There is also a small circular indentation in the center of the door. So as you see here, that's pretty much what it looks like. You move ahead, and it is a bit right away. Your first step seems to be a little slippery, though you're able to stop it before you slide. What do you do?
So basically, the eyes is coming from the north, and then as it makes its way down, it becomes like it's like heated up somehow and melts.
Yeah, it's a little more slushy. Yeah, towards the bottom, towards the south.
Can we hear anything beside like the rushing of the water or snow or ice?
You do hear a bit of a whistle coming from this northern door, as it seems to be a bit ajar.
What do you guys think?
Maybe we should try. Maybe we could like. Since there's some ice still frozen on the northern side, maybe we can use our spears and whatnot to kind of brace ourselves. You know, jam those into the ice and use the perimeter of the wall to safely navigate up there.
And you're all from the northern. You know, you're a northern tribe. You all dealt with slippery ice before, and you definitely feel like this is that. You feel that if you take your time and you have sure footing, you would be able to walk across this ice no problem. But as soon as you start running or even walking at speed, this is when it gets a little tricky. So as long as you're all slowing down, you have no problem navigating this slippery ice. You go ahead and get to the northern section, and two of you, who's opening this door?
Primo will be there and will ask for help with another
Okay.
spear.
Sprinkle lend assistance.
Nib will
The
help out if
doors
needed. Sorry.
the doors begin and open, and as you all see what ahead, you hear this as the door behind you that from the garden room closes behind you. From what you see, every surface of this cavernous chamber is rimmed with frost, and drifts of snow cover the floor. Blue, white light filters into the room from the massive hole in the ceiling that reveals a glacier ice beyond. Further inspection of this chamber is suddenly circumvented when a snow-white towering beast lurches into view.
Is it munching on a daw?
As you look, you do see a bit of this, like maybe slight green tinge going up through that hole, and it turns around and stares at you and looks. It's actually this guy right here, and he has a bit of red around his beard, and there is a body in the center of the room, and it looks like it's been a little tasty frozen treat. And he looks back at you, and he just looks, but he does not look like he at the moment is pouncing. He looks like he steps back, he moves the body back, and he continues to look and kind of nibble and look at you. Give me an intelligence check, whoever would like, while you are in this room.
19.
Okay. As you turn to move, you're looking at this creature, and it looks to be that of a yeti. You've heard stories about them. They are shy creatures. There is even a legend that some of these creatures are actually highly intelligent and have their own city further north. But they've not been known to show aggression.
That's interesting. So it's not going to attack us.
Also, there seems to be as you're looking through, seems to be the shiny red chest, kind of as a light's kind of falling onto it, about the center of the room.
I mean, supposedly they're not really known to be violent.
Yeah. Tell it to the dull body there that they're not violent.
Yeah.
Maybe, what if we offer it something? It's having a little snack over there. Maybe we offer it something as tribute, and it lets us walk past and tube. I've got some rations here that I could offer up.
Okay. It's looking a bit scared as it kind of picks at Dawdall's head. Dawdall, you see, he died out like he lived. His hands are still in his pockets, just kind of sitting there. Really cool. Kind of cool, just kind of sitting there, fading, almost like he's not really gone at all. Yeah, just super cool. Just sitting there all, stoic. And it looks and it goes and pushes it back as you move closer. But as you give some food, it looks for a second, looks to you, moves up fast, and goes and grabs the food out of your hand, eats it, and just smiles and looks at you.
Aw.
I'm going to point to the tube and be like, we want to go to the tube. Okay? She's just talking to him basically like she's talking to Slug.
And it still just smiles and looks at you.
Okay.
And
I think it's okay.
And it eats and chews and just watches you as you go. And as you begin to start walking away, it starts shuffling up next to you like that.
Oh, do you want to come with us?
And it just smiles and looks at you.
I'm okay with it. You guys okay with this? I need a new brother.
I think I have to. I need a new brother.
I'm almost fearful to say that, but that creature looks at you like a huge chunk of meat. So it could be cool for now that it's smiling at you, but
And he's eating those beans or whatever. What did you give him?
It was like rations, so it's probably some like
Oh,
dried
rations, yeah,
jerky
everything.
and
He's eating everything. He's eating plants and he's eating meat. No problem. He's eating everything together.
hey, do you like berries?
He just looks and smiles as he's kind of just whatever you do, he just kind of is doing it too.
Come with me. Do you know about all the food? There's a whole garden of food. Really good. Yeah. So she's gonna like lead him back to the garden.
And at this point, as soon as he steps through that threshold, Dawson, maybe for a second or two, you get to take control of this abominable snowman, this Yeti.
Hey.
Oh, well now I don't know if I can do this. He's got speech. Okay. I don't care. You know what? Maybe he will try to betray me and eat me at some point, but that'll be on him, not on me. Yeah, you all right. Here. This is I'm gonna pull out trust in you, my friend. This was Slug's knife. This was my brother's knife. I'm gonna get. You probably don't need a knife with those claws and those teeth, but it's symbolic. This is a bond between you and I. So I'm gonna give this. This is yours. This is your knife. Okay. Maybe you can just kind of like wedge it in some of your matted fur and stow it away. Whatever you want to do.
He's gonna grab at it, start picking his teeth.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, looks like you had a big meal. So how about we try, have you ever gone in this tube? This door?
It looks like, yeah. I mean, it
You have?
doesn't-
Okay. Well, let's go over there and check it out because maybe we can fly. We were able to fly when we went in the other one.
He's now starting like to gnaw on the knife, like
Yeah. Okay, I think it's good. Let's check out let's see what's behind this door.
with a little bit of help, whoever helps out, you're able to push it through. And as it opens all the way, you don't see any like lights or anything. There's no hum, but it does look like it's a ways down.
We don't have any rope, do we?
Oh, no.
and
You?
and then the Yeddaw is going to just be like, point to his back and say,
Get on your back?
Uh,
This is the second time today that I will be doing this.
he's gonna like look confused, and then he's just going to more or less just and start climbing the lead, just booking it. He has a climbing speed, so
All right, no hum, no floor. You just are climbing. Is someone on top of your
I'm
sprinkles?
on. Yep.
Okay, you go ahead and where are you climbing? All the way down? All right. As the two of you go down, what is the rest of the group doing?
I think Nib is just staring in awe. Like, did Sprinkles just climb onto the back of a Yeti and go down a tube?
So, I guess so. Okay. Well, while the rest of the group is waiting, you would still, Jenna, your character would still remember that there is that chest kind of in the center there.
Oh yeah.
And that light is really shining on it like it wants you to look at it. But either way,
Oh.
further down you move, both of you, you find yourself here. Everything seems to be a bit dark, but this is what you see when you finally get to the edge of that. Once you get down, the door seems to be closed from the inside.
Did a good job there, Yedda. You think you can open this door?
No.
Oh, well, I'll give it a try. And she's got the spear. She's gonna try to use the spear as a wedge to like hit
Okay.
the crevice and use it as a.
You're feeling. You could give me a luck check while you're when you're trying to do that. It feels the more you do it, it feels like the spear's about to break. If you pushed any harder, that spear would break.
Oh. He's just gonna take his claws and just start sliding them in and just
Okay, you're trying to do it, but
help out.
it's slippery. It's very difficult. You're not finding a grip.
I saw Nib do something with some like runes. She did some voodoo upstairs. Maybe there's something like that. I'm just gonna like kind of like touch around to see if I can like find anything.
All right,
Buttons.
you do see you don't see any buttons or anything. There are those like lights that had lit up in that tube that was similar to this one, but to no avail. You're not able to really get anything going, unfortunately.
The Yedda is gonna point up to the top. Nib.
Yeah, we need Nib.
Nib. Okay, so thinking back to the other tubes, Nib is going to like hang on to the edge, and he's going to put a foot out to like feel if there's a floor.
As you do, there's nothing there.
Okay, I'm glad I held on. He's gonna then feel around for a button or like look for a button.
Okay. It
Something
doesn't seem. Yes, you're
press.
looking. There seems to be an indentation towards the outside of the tube there, and it looks to be in the shape of a star of some kind. It's like a silvery star kind of outprint, and it has like a button in the center.
He's gonna go over to that chest then, see if there's anything in there.
All right.
He'll kind of check it out first, because I don't think he's seen.
Yeah, it's
something like this.
very shiny, very shiny. You see some like wood grains as you get closer, but no wood has looked this shiny before.
He'll
Red,
see if
very
there's
red.
like a way to like pry it open.
Okay, you go to try to pry it open, and the lid goes as you attempt to do it, almost like it was open.
So okay, so then
Yeah, it just opens right. Yeah, you open it
okay.
right up. From the center of there seems to be a silver. It looks to be almost like a silver starfish of some kind.
Does it look like it'll fit in the thing?
As soon as you grab onto it, it lights up, activates, and on your palm, the hands reach out and interlock it to you, and you have it on your palm. It doesn't hurt. There's no like pressure or anything. It just seems to be on your palm now.
Guys, it's hugging me. Feels weird. It's holding my hand.
That's nice. Aw, that's nice.
Did you find a Yeti too?
No, I found a
hugging
star.
You. Oh,
yeah, I found a star, but it's hugging my hand.
Stars can't hug.
I beg to differ. I'm gonna try to press the star to the hole.
As you do, it doesn't seem to activate or affect it in some way.
So it's not the same shape, or
Oh, it is. It just looks like
it is?
it is. It just doesn't seem to be working as much as you try to push it.
Do you think?
And the lights do not like turn on.
Wow.
Though it seems like that shape, that kind of silvery shape. Now that you looked at it and you see that it might have been on some other doors that you were around when you were going through that foyer.
Oh, so south?
Oh, maybe. I'm gonna call down like, do you guys want to try some different doors? I don't think this one matches. Maybe there's a different one.
Well,
Okay.
Sprinkle is down there.
Yeah, dog.
with Mr. Yeti.
Can you get Sprinkles here?
Like he's starting to climb up. He reaches down, just grabs Sprinkle's head and just trudges along.
Ugh.
I love it that this Yeti is it's still like his face is just covered in blood. Just so happy.
We're friends.
For now.
You're able to come up to the top, no problem.
Yeah, I guess I guess Nib will lead the way back to the foyer, and he'll see if there's a matching symbol somewhere.
Okay, as you move, there seems to be multiple. There are, as this one closes, you see that on all 4 of these doors, there appear to have that symbol.
Okay. He's gonna just test the one that they're in front of right away, see what that does. So he's just gonna just to see what it does. Because if it's in that door too, he might as well see what
it does it, but it doesn't seem to activate. In fact, it seems like that whole side of the room, you don't see those blinky lights going. You don't see anything really.
Okay. Oh, okay,
So
guys.
the spirits are dead here, but
Yeah.
they might not be dead down there.
Yeah, so we need to find the lights. We need to find the rooms that are alive. He is, I guess, gonna very carefully shuffle on to this one over here.
Okay.
And then if he's able to get there, okay, he'll try to do that.
And it does it, and out of a moment, it goes, and the door just slides. And yeah, it appears to be a kitchen of some sort. Burnished metal countertops, tables, and chairs occupy this angled room, indicating it once served as a food preparation and eating area. Several compartments with small doors are set high up on the walls surrounding the cooking area.
This is odd. Why would ghosts need to make food?
Or maybe this is where they would keep the offerings. Like, you know how sometimes people give food as offerings? Like maybe this is where the food goes.
Let's loot the place.
We're like, oh, so spiritually, take everything.
Compartments start flying open. There are cups, dishes, eating utensils there, from weird synthetic materials that you've never even held before. There seems to be this kind of machine of some kind in the corner. It's a box, and it has little, almost like a keypad on the side.
Primo will press randomly
and you hear beep 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 beep. And inside the light turns on, and the dish in the inside starts spinning.
Don't touch that. This is some kind of witch's lair.
And then
voodoo.
Ding!
Ah!
It yelled at us. What does
I'm
it
not
want?
gonna touch this anymore.
He's gonna give the Yeti dog's gonna give him another little shove with his hands.
Oh. Yeah, dog. This is dangerous. Yes.
The box speaks in tongues.
I think they're angry because we tried to loot their offerings. Let's leave this place.
Yeah. I don't like this room.
Yeah, let's go check the other one out.
Of all the things I've seen today, this is the most terrifying.
I guess
right.
We'll try out this one.
You go
Yeah.
ahead and with the same kind of sensation, bing, and what lies before you?
Dinosaur!
It's your pet?
Are quite a bit of things. The floor of this large angled chamber is covered with sopping wet carpeting. Shards of broken glass and bodies of dead unknown fish litter the ground near the east wall. Near the opposite wall is another large pillar bearing a rectangular depression at its side. 3 large statues stand at aesthetically pleasing locations throughout the room, and several paintings hang at at regular intervals across the wall. All these wonders pale in comparison to the monstrous reptilian beast that stands atop the glowing platform in the middle of the room. Although the monster's titanic jaws are open, as if in the midst of a fearsome roar, its creature is motionless as still as the statue surrounding it. At its feet lie 4 humanoid creatures, almost positioned in a way like they are running.
This is a trap. As soon as we step in, that creature is gonna eat our guts.
Uh-huh. Like the dog's like side taking a step back.
I'm gonna take. I have like some copper pieces that are. Yeah. I guess I have copper pieces on me. I'm gonna take a few of them. I'm gonna chuck it at the dinosaur.
Okay, so you're gonna try to throw it at the dinosaur?
Yeah. See what happens.
Okay, you go and you chuck one, and it gets there, but as soon as it becomes, there's like this tube of light surrounding it. As soon as it touches that tube of light, it stays still and freezes in air.
Wow. It's got an anti-magic barrier. Wow.
Huh?
Maybe
This
it's
creature is really
contained.
powerful.
It's imprisoned by
Yeah.
magic.
The dog's gonna go back towards the body of Dada, and he's just gonna just rip off the head and just chuck it.
Yeah, duh. That's not nice.
Uh-huh.
We shouldn't play with your food.
Uh-huh. And then he throws it.
Okay, you do the same. You hurl it overhead, and it flies, and you're throwing it at the creature.
Uh-huh.
It goes, and as soon as it goes, it stops, stuck with the face of Daw sticking out, looking at you judgingly.
Nimu's gonna pick up one of the rotting fish and chuck it as well.
Okay, you do it.
That's what
and
this is.
Surprisingly, as soon as it goes in about 4, maybe the same, about 4 or 5 inches, and just slows down and stops.
Okay.
Are these the people that are running away?
These around here, in fact, seem to be statues of some kind. In fact, as you go and you look at this one here, it appears to be a human figure, and he sits
Is that a
there
big human
kinda with
man?
his
Huh?
hand, his fist up to him, and he's just sitting there looking off into the distance.
Totally the
It's a
thinker.
man made of stone.
Kind of idol. God.
Yeah, these are gods, clearly.
So I wonder if these gods are holding the beast in place.
That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And these
Didn't it-
panels? Oh, sorry.
oh no, go ahead. Which panels are you looking at? These here? These
Yeah,
all around here?
Did you say
These
were they?
panels here, they are they're paintings. As you look, there's
Oh.
one. It appears of a woman, and she sits there, kind of looking aloof at the right back at you, frozen, kind of looking at you. It's a flat 2-dimensional surface. She has long black hair. She cracks just a slight, almost smile, as it seems to be kind of in the background, like kind of very like kind of beige background, as she just sits there.
She animated?
She's not very animated. Her eyes kind of wide. She's just looking straight ahead.
Okay.
She's once again, it looks almost to be a painting of some kind.
There's that tube back there.
Ooh. Yeah. Check out the tube.
As you move further around, you'll see other paintings. One is of sunflowers that look to be kind of like of different colors, kind of splattered around there. There's another one of it looks to be some cylinder of some kind of large, like alien-sized cylinder, and it has some like weird squiggly letters on it with a golden like circle in the center of the
Is
cylinder.
that an Andy Warhol?
It's the damn soup cans.
And this one over here, that's a Pablo Picasso.
Yeah, that's the old guitarist, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
It's pretty good.
That's awesome.
As you move along, some of you are shocked to see that some of your missing clan members are the ones posed beneath the monstrous feet, about 4 to 5 inches out of the border. They seem to be running and stuck in place.
How do we get to them?
Maybe we gotta pray to these gods to unfreeze them. But we better be careful how we pray. We don't want that big scary lizard to come unfrozen too.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll pray to this god and see what happens.
Okay. You go up to this god. This god seems to be a statue of a woman, but it looks like she's been vandalized. She's missing both of her arms.
Yeah, Nib is gonna like go and kind of like bow in front of it. Be like, oh, armless lady, please let my brother and his friends go. And it's just gonna kind of try to like find other ways in prayer form to try to like say like, oh, please let them out, but don't let out the reptile thing.
All right, give me a luck check. As your
Okay. Oh, that's right. It's a 3. Okay. Oh.
Nice kiss. What?
Okay, it's a 1.
Huh?
It's a 1. It's under 3.
You sit there and you sit there and you sit there and you sit there and you for a while you're praying and you have this weird sensation about you. You've always prayed to these gods and you finally found your lost clansman. Is he your brother?
Yeah, Pick is the brother.
You finally found it, and now that you're there, these gods are not answering your call. You know what? You're thinking, you know what? You don't need these gods to save your brother. You stand and what do you have in your hand?
He carries a knife.
You put the knife and you stand up and you think, if you could find some way, maybe to fish them out, you could do it yourself.
Primo steps ahead after this, and he grabs his grappling hook and tries to, go through the barrier with the grappling hook to get to one of the prisoner.
Okay, we're gonna say that there's one they're not too far out. You go and throw it in, and it sits there and it stops, and it hits him right on the head, and that's it. Right, it stops maybe about we'll say about like 6 inches away, and just kind of freezes in place. Though when you're doing that, when you're moving the rope attached, you're able to kind of pull it, and it drags along slightly as you're able to kind of move it around. It's almost like a thick gel sensation that you're feeling as you're kind of pulling it back and forth. Okay, you do that, and as you do it, it's a bit of a tug. It feels like it's almost a sensation of like an oar in the water, kind of that like resistance. But as you're doing it, you are feeling that you're able to start moving these figures, and you're able to hook one by the clothes, and you begin pulling and sucking them out, and as one of the persons just and falls to the ground. Alex, your 4th character.
Okay. Well, maybe you went for the halfling in there because it was the smallest and maybe the easiest to fish out.
Yeah.
So, this tiny halfling, maybe 3 feet or so tall, and she's like got like paint on her face, and her hair's all like kind of done up, with like a bone tying it all together. Kind of tribal tattoos. She kind of brushes herself off. She goes, "Oh, hello, Clover from the Turtle Clan. Thanks for getting me out of there."
From what you remember, you were out exploring. You went a little. What was your occupation?
I was I'm a chicken person. I raise
You went-
chickens.
Yeah, your favorite chicken went out a little too far, and you went on a scouting
Oh,
expedition to find it.
Yeah, little Coxer Daniels. He gets out sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Daniels went so far, and it's sad because you look back, but there is no Cox or Daniels nearby. Last you remember a bright flash and everything just went poof, and then you see this group looking back at you.
Yeah, so that's my story. I spent a lot of time raising that little rascal. I was hoping to put him up for an award at the festival, and so it was really important for me to get him back. Maybe he's still around here somewhere.
Guys, fish out the next one. Gabe, your character comes out.
It's the hunter Lupo with the wolf pelt on him.
He falls to the floor. He was out hunting. He too, a flash of bright light just appeared, and before you know it, the next people you saw were the ones that stand in front of you in this weird place.
I guess maybe like while Nib is trying to like fish people out, he'll kind of give the rundown of like what the elders were talking about and kind of like why they're out here. But he's kind of like multitasking. He's like telling like a really bad story. He's like, so yeah, there's like a crack in the ice, and then I got him.
And then here comes the next one out, and it's your character, Jenna.
Pick is gonna stumble out, be like, Nib, brother. And they're just gonna like kind of like go and like kind of hug it out. He's like, what are you doing here? Why aren't you like sleeping or something in the tent? And he's like, this is a long story. I'm just gonna like give him a big ol' hug.
Aww,
Oh, that's nice.
Right.
Not that long though, because whatever he did, it was bam, and then he's here. So didn't seem that long for him, but he's been gone for a while, right? And finally, the moment we've been waiting for, the last, a woman is being pulled forth. She has this amazing blue shirt on. She's the talk of the town, the matron of the Dawson family, and she's a looker.
This like really like just muscular woman, but looks like if she were to really try to bend over and pick something up, it would be very, very painful for her. And she doesn't stretch in any capacity, but she's built. She's like, I was just, what the, huh? Who? You? Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
You got split in half?
Yeah, one is split in half. The other one like flattened down like an egg, crashed on the pan. But
But they're okay, right? Well, at least Pop-Up's okay, right? No?
no.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate.
You're taking this rather well.
Yeah.
Well, we live in the Daw family. Life's a tragedy.
But don't you worry. We are left are the true heroes.
Right. I see you have my Pop-Up spear, no?
Yes, but I'm happy to give it to you if you want.
She was gray grabbing for it even before you said that.
All right. Well, what would the group like to do? Congratulations, you've recovered.
We have an extra life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
So,
maybe Nib, do you want to try your starfish glove over here on this door over here?
Yeah, if there's a spot for it, he'll definitely try it.
You go, and it does have that starfish, but it seems to be golden, like the inlet. And as you press it, he goes.
Mm. The
You
one
do
I
not
have
a
is
handshake.
silver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
You need a different handshake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need a different hand hug.
What about this one? Did you try on this one?
Would we have seen like passing it over here?
You would have seen that one. Yeah, you could go back there if you go
Okay.
and you head back up and you look and there is an imprint. It is silver. It's a silver starfish
Oh.
looking.
Oh, so you have it.
You do it, and as you press it, and the light from before just lights up, and you hear that light buzz.
Ooh. He'll give
Oh,
a
it's
test.
It's a levitation well.
The group all together steps in.
Oh, we're
Those of
going
you that are
up
new,
now.
it's like air, just going
Oh,
up,
it's
and it's
taking
just
us
like
up.
this air and this sensation. It goes and begins to move up
Ooh.
as you get there. The door, as you're moving, the door opens as you're reaching the top. And the door to the tube opens to reveal a corridor running east-west. A door stands at each end of the hallway. Other than a long dead potted plant across from the tube's exit, the corridor is empty.
Do we hear anything?
You could hear maybe a slight hum coming from behind you, but at the moment it's kind of quiet. On both, what would the group like to do?
Mama Dada, do you
Yes, dearie.
do you subscribe to the rule of left is always right? Because that would mean we go this way, right?
Let
This
me ask
left
you
way,
this.
right?
Let me ask you this. Did you go left when you started here?
Did, and that
Yes.
turned out to be not great.
And who recommended this? It's the
You
kid,
young-
wasn't it?
It was the kid.
Yes.
Well, he's an idiot. So why'd you listen to him?
Okay, we go
It
right.
was.
Down as
Yeah,
you go down. It looks like there's a gold inlet.
Mm.
Oh, and we don't have the handshake. Okay. It looked
Huh?
like we have to go back and find that golden thingy.
I guess there's another door up, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see if there's a thing on that one?
Sure. Even from across the room, you could spot that that's a silvery looking starfish.
Oh.
You going?
right.
Like no hesitation, just like total confidence.
The door opens upon a brightly lit chamber. The walls of the chamber are decorated with large black rectangles, and the floor is covered by plush carpeting. A handful of comfortable furnishing occupies the area beyond the door, forming a cozy sitting area. At the far end of the room is an elevated space, accessible by a short flight of steps. In this area is a large bed draped with shiny, rumpled dressings. Besides the bed are several odd metal devices. A 3-foot diameter metal sphere, its underbelly studded with spikes and unidentifiable protrusions, hangs mid-air at the foot of the bed. It spins slowly in place. Alerted by the opening room's door, it begins gliding towards you, its many spikes gleaming in the glow of the light panel above. And it begins to come towards you at speed. And at that, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Sprinkle, you're up first. It's coming towards you. It's starting to rush towards you. In the group.
Like a metal spiky.
A metal spiky orb, about 3 foot wide, and it has these at least 6 arms, and it has like these spikes coming from its arms, and it's kind of the spikes are kind of dripping a bit as it's rushing towards you. And you're as it comes closer to you.
I think she'll move ahead and meet it in the center and try to hit it
Okay.
with her spear. Oh my
You
god.
You didn't roll
Quiet.
another one.
No, you didn't.
I did again.
You're halfling.
It's different
You're
dice. It doesn't matter.
No sprinkles.
Yeah, it's not
A
sprinkles.
1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Your weapon is damaged. A bow. Oh,
Sucks.
the bowstring breaks. The sword's hilt falls off. Crossbow firing mechanism jams. The weapon can be repaired with 10 minutes of work, but is
Okay.
useless now.
Well, it's a primitive
Yeah, you'll be able to
type of
get some-
spear, so she just like rams into the metal body of this thing,
and
and just
it,
like
it just cracks.
she just says, fudge.
Oh, that's the Sprinkle's turn. The Yeddaw's turn is next.
And he's gonna give it a good old like dual fist slam or whatever.
Okay, go ahead and
You will not believe it. What if I told you the total was 7 again?
oh, that I would tell you that it doesn't hit.
Okay. Nib has been feeling his confidence build as he does things on his own for once, and be like, "I got this." And he's gonna run up and go to try to stab it. Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit. Clover, your turn.
Oh, geez. We really fighting that spiky ball? I don't know how to fight one of these. I've got a sling, though. I'll give it a try. Gonna use her sling.
Mm-hmm.
Try to hit it with a stone. She's staying in the hallway. She's staying far away from the spiky ball.
Fine.
Come on, please. He misses. It's not a 1, but I rolled a
It's
3.
fine.
Primo will courageously try to spear this creature. Foul creature, you will taste the hero of the village. With an 8 to eat, I'll probably miss.
Yeah, that mission. Jeez.
We're getting higher. We're getting higher
We're
numbers.
getting closer.
They're higher numbers.
Lupo,
Got
your
a
turn.
1,
Back to
3,
back.
And
7.
Lupo
We
is
need
really
a hero.
professional. Is a professional stabbing Lupo. No.
And the orb's turn. The orb goes up. He looks at the group and begins to attempt to stab at the Yeddaw. This spike is dripping. It's coming and it's shooting out psst, psst, as it goes and attempts to stab at the Yeddaw. Does a 19 hit? And it's a burn as it gets stabbed into your abdomen. But then it's tingly and it feels better, and that dislocated joint, that joint that had happened in the past year, actually the dislocated rib, just seems to kind of set back in place. And you get 1 point of healing. Pick, it's your turn.
Pick would have seen this thing stab the Yeti,
Mm-hmm.
but instead of the Yeti yelling out in pain, he kind of goes, "Huh?"
It's
So that doesn't sound like he's in pain. Pick is gonna kind of go over and just like hold an arm out and see what it, like, just to see what it does.
All right. Last person before the end of this round is Dondal.
Are you gonna hit the boss, or am I gonna do it myself? She's gonna stab it.
Okay.
14.
14 does not hit. Sprinkle, your turn.
She's gonna try to stab it with her spear. You son of a bitch!
I'll show all of you.
I missed. She doesn't even have a weapon, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Uh,
Her spear broke. She's just hitting it with the stick.
Sweetie, would you like a knife or something?
Have one. I forgot that I had it.
moving.
Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. It happens to the best of us.
Oh man, it's hanging by your wrist because you always forget. The Yeda.
Her. I'm gonna smack it again. 20.
That hits.
3 points.
Boo, boo, boo. You hear a little bit, but it's still up. Nib.
Can Nib hold an action for if it does something threatening to hit it?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you move up? Or you're up already, right? You're up there.
He's up already. He's just gonna kind of hold himself because he sees that his brother's trying to be like, is just kind of showing his arm to it. So he's just kind of, he's just waiting.
Okay, cool. Clover.
Well, I can't tell if we're doing good or if we're not doing good. Everyone's being a little cautious. I guess I'll be cautious too. I don't know. Hoo, 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 hoo. She just like has her sling going, and she'll like release it when she sees like it hurting them.
Okay, sounds good. Primo.
Primo will analyze the situation and then it will say, huh. And then we will kind of move around and try to, go to the back from where the creature was coming from, avoiding attacks.
Okay. You do that. Lupo.
Lupo will attack. Lupo only knows the law of violence. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Lupo is 8. 1d8 plus 1.
You guys are gonna destroy this thing.
4 points of damage.
All right, 4 points of damage. Excellent. In response, the metal orb looks to Lupo, and another one of the arms just juts forward at you with this kind of spear spike. Lupo does a 13 hit? Yes. You get 1 point of health.
Lupo is like, they killed me! I mean, no, I think it was full hit points, but anyways,
That's fine. We'll say that. Yeah, we're gonna say that you get 5. Yeah, it'll boost you up 1.
So Lupo has an intelligence of 9. It's not that bad. It's gonna say, boss, this thing is curing us. And that's all we'll do.
All right. Pick.
Pick is just gonna relax because he initially put his arm out to see like what it would do. So seeing the Yeti, hearing from another person, he's just gonna back off.
All right. Dawn Doll. I guess that's who we're really interested in seeing.
You're not gonna hit it.
It's not hurting us.
What do you mean? It stabbed him twice, you fools. Come on. And she's gonna stab it again. 8.
Doesn't hit. All right. Sprinkle.
She's been just hitting this thing like a drum with the stick. Gonna say, oh, maybe it's helpful. Maybe it's got magic powers. Maybe it could bring my brother back to life or Mr. Whiskers. Then she just drops the stick and she starts to pet the orb.
Whiskers. And then he's gonna grab. I was hoping for a response from somebody, but no one does that. So he's gonna try the Yed toss and try and grab both of its arms and like, come on. Like forcefully restraining this thing.
Okay, cool. Nib. I'm sorry. Yeah, Nib, you're waiting as well.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, yeah, like stand down.
Okay. At this point, if anyone else would like to attack, I'm going to go ahead and say that you are able to do it. Anyone else would like to attack? No? Okay. First off, Sprinkle, as you go and pet it, third arm pops up out of its back and like almost like a scorpion sting and pokes your arm, and you get a point of health.
It is a cleric.
Nib, you had your arm out, or did Pick had its arm out, right?
Pick had his arm
Pick.
out.
It picks at you, and you get a point of health.
Ooh. Okay.
And I will roll the last one to see who gets the last extra point of health. It would be Clover. You are far away, so Sprinkles, you get another double injection, and you get one more point of health added to that. So whatever your max HP is, it goes up by 2. Or if you had been injured in the past, then it just revives you.
Oh, it's increasing my max hit points?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
As it's done, it you just see it go like this, and all the arms you're grabbing onto it, and the arms are trying to go back in it inside as the Yed doll is holding onto it. And you see sparks coming from the joints, and you do it, and you end up breaking off both of the arms.
Oh
And
no.
Fluid is flying everywhere, and it begins to kind of like circle around, kind of floating in the air, circling.
Not
Can I
the
smell it?
healing friend.
You could smell it, yes.
Harm.
Just good pick. It's a good toothpick.
Sprinkles just like kneels down next to it. No! No! It was going
The
to.
dog's gonna go over with both the arms. Where's
And just-
Scars?
Whiskers.
Maybe they'll still work.
Maybe.
I don't know how, but maybe.
This is a powerful artifact. It's a cleric magical artifact. We have to bring it back to our village chieftain. It's a great treasure.
And it's like rolling around, malfunctioning on the ground.
Sprinkles
I mean,
got a small sack, and she's gonna put the arms in there. So
Okay, sounds
Together.
good. Sounds good. As you do that, kind of the room kind of still is lighting up. You see these boxes on the edge. Your eyes kind of drawn to the side of this large, like, bed made of feathers or something. I don't know. It's this weird bed. Normally, it's not the ground, and it seems like there might be something in the center of this bed. As these lights and knobs of these boxes are all around it, and you hear this coming from like one of those boxes.
Yeah, let's check it out. There's stuff here, and then the bed.
Mm-hmm. As for a second, you move a little bit closer, and for an instant, you feel like this rumble. It's like almost like a layer of like shakes from like from the northern side back, and it just rumbles and like it jitters. Everything jitters on the wall, and for an instant, the lights, everything goes out and turns back on, and things are things sound like they're starting back up. They're going through the procedure, and everything's back to normal. As you look, it seems like there might be a figure of some kind laying in the center of the bed. It looks to be a 7-foot tall humanoid person wrapped in these like transparent wraps that go around its whole body. And as you look at the face, it's that of a human, and it stares in just like pain and winces as it's kind of wrapped, but it kind of moves it stays motionless there.
Thur, are you awake? Are you in pain?
And you would just hear that, you would still hear the beep coming from that box next to it, and it's just kind of frozen in place with the wraps.
Can someone make that infernal noise go away, please? It's annoying me.
I think there's something wrong with him. Clover's gonna like get
As-
up on the bed and like see check for vitals.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an intelligence check.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. You don't really. You don't know if it's the beeping, but it's hard to hear. But there is something you do see. You do see like a shiny on the outside of the arm as you're looking. It seems like a shiny kind of star-like, golden star-like
Oh.
figure, but it's on
Oh.
the back of the hand of him.
Hey guys, I think he's got one of these starfish things like you have.
Looking star.
Do you want me to touch it or how does
Yeah,
yours
sure.
work?
Is he alive? He dead?
I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor.
Me neither. And I'm gonna try to feel too. See if I
You give me
pull
an
it.
intelligence check. Yeah, good.
Okay. 13?
You're kind of starting to be more on the dead side, though. The body seems to be preserved pretty well. It gives you for a moment that one of your grandmothers, they're into preserving creatures, and what they do is they kind of do like a mummification process. But
Mhm.
things would maybe not necessarily like humans, but she does it to like her little chipmunk friends that have passed. It's kind of weird. You kind of stay away from her, but
Yeah.
this seems to be kind of that same. You're getting kind of that same instance here.
Okay.
So
Ni-
this is a giant who died, and someone is keeping it like in good shape, but it's dead. That's the impression they're getting.
Mhm.
Hmm. Nib is gonna try to see if he can pull off the starfish.
A little bit of a tug, but it comes off, and it wraps around the opposite way. One was here, one wraps around the opposite way.
Oh, so you have a full like.
I have a power glove now. 2 hugging starfish friends. He's gonna look to the possibly dead guy and go, "Thank you," and tuck him in.
Oh,
And
that's
goes,
nice. You tuck
yeah,
him
and
in.
turns around. He's like, "I think we're done here." Maybe, I don't know what else is in here. I see there's like a
Yeah,
bed.
is there anything else besides
There
the
are
box?
seem to be those beeping boxes here and there, but it doesn't really seem like there's much else.
Mm.
Like further down, you see those couches and chairs and stuff like that, but nothing really of interest. Along the sides, you see more pictures. There's looks to be some type of two-dimensional image of it looks like a um very interesting picture. It looks like some type of metal tower that kind of juts up, almost like a painting, but it doesn't look like a painting. It looks very realistic. It's just a painting of this tower that goes straight up and has a point on top.
Huh.
And next to it, on the there's like a little dresser next to it. It seems to have like a little a box, and from the box there's little, looks to be some twine of some kind in it, goes out to these 2 foamy, spongy like discs that are on top, and it forms an arch on top. It's around, yay high, big, has kind of like a foamy disc metal, and then the twine that goes to the box.
They're like button things on it.
Yeah, there's a button.
Sprinkle will go
Gotcha.
futz with it.
Okay, you go in, you're clicking, and all of a sudden you hear a click, and then from those foamy things that are sitting on the thing, you hear do 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 do.
Ooh, this is nice.
Welcome to your life. You hear that kind of song, but it's kind of distant, kind of very quiet, but it's coming from those little spongy things on the thing. Everybody wants
Wants
to
to
rule the
the
world.
world. That's the way. That's the way.
Yeah.
You know.
He's totally just like bobbing his head back and forth with it.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and it's weird. It says, and as you're doing it, you see like this thing inside these two circles that are moving as it seems to
Wow.
be kind of playing this song.